and we are highlighting some of my top 18 blues album release list artists for 2021, and we happen to have Deb Ryder on the line, don't we?
Hi, Rick. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Okay, I'm having a little problem. Hold on here a second. What's going on here?
Okay. Can you hear me all right?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you fine, but I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. All right. So this is Rick Keys, and I have my special shirt on, Deb. I got my fireworks shirt, world famous, since we have the world famous Deb Ryder on the line. So, okay.
Thanks, Rick. I'm so glad to be here.
Okay, well, you've known for quite some time that you were going to be on my top list because basically for that whole year of 2021, you were in the top 10, the top this, the top that for the longest time. Almost
I know, it was like 8 months.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Almost a whole year. So I'm showing your release, Deb Ryder, Memphis Moonlight, very colorful. And someone did mention, one of my fans, Doug, about you and that moon, but don't take Doug seriously. No. But anyway. Hey, so how you doing?
I'm doing great, God willing and the creek don't rise. We're hanging in there out here.
Yeah.
And hoping that things change pretty quick, but we're healthy and everything's good.
That's good. Hey, so Deb, I was kind of actually just highlighting your bio here recently. So, okay, so this is your 5th studio album, Memphis Moonlight.
Thank you.
And it was produced by Grammy Award and Blues Music Award winner. How do you say that? Tony Bronigal?
Tony Bronigal. He's a great drummer, too. He's a great producer,
and
he's a great drummer, and it's co-produced by my husband, Rick Ryder.
I see that. I was just going to mention that. Co-produced by Rick Ryder. So is Tony the drummer on your band?
Yes, he is.
He is the drummer. Okay.
Yeah, he did the drums on every track.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and take this opportunity to mention the other members of your band?
Well, we got a lot of different players on here. We always have a central core, which would be Tony on drums. This time we had Travis Carlton playing bass on all the tracks. We have the great Johnny Lee Schell, who is not only the engineer and the owner of Ultratone Studios, but he's also a great guitarist. He played with Bonnie Raitt for many, many years, and he did a lot of the lead and a lot of the rhythm. Mike Finnegan, who, just passed, did Hammond B3 and piano. Peter Vanderplume on harmonica. We had Joe Sublett and Mark Pender. Joe Sublett on sax, Mark Pender on trumpet. And then we had a lot of great special guests on this record, too. We had Ronnie Earl on guitar. David Hidalgo from Los Lobos did concertina. Steve Berlin from Los Lobos did some saxophone stuff. Joey Delgado and Steve Delgado from the Delgado Brothers. Joey played guitar and Steve did some background. And the great Alistair Green on guitar on slide on a couple tracks.
Oh, that's cool.
And that pretty much rounds everybody up, I think. I hope I didn't miss anybody. We had a couple of background singers, Kudison Kai and Maxanne Lewis.
Cool. Well, Alistair, I really like his music too. Hey, I was just talking to Gabe Stillman. He actually is one of your VizTone record label mates. He actually made it to my top 18 also. So there's you, and then there's one more, AJ Fullerton. He made it to my list also.
Fantastic. Go VizTone.
Yeah, you guys are doing well.
I love those guys. They're a good label to be with. I love them.
They are good. And well, plus your husband works with them too. So, hey, so how's the local shows going up there? You're up in the LA area, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. I had about 3 gigs unfortunately canceled for this month. I got some stuff coming up in February. March, I have a couple of private parties. We're kind of playing it low until Omicron leaves LA alone for a little bit, because it's difficult. You book some stuff and it gets canceled. But I did hook up with a pretty good booking agency in Europe, and I'm slotted for October, November, and December in Europe, starting in Germany, doing a little stuff in the Netherlands, and hopefully in the UK as well. We're still working on all that paperwork, but I'm excited about that.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, for some reason, it's like Europe has it together more so than the United States as far as, supporting blues. But anyway, well, that's cool. Yeah. I've been to a couple shows lately too, and I don't know if I'm catching Omicron or whatever, but I went to see Mike Zito. You know Mike Zito from Gulf Coast Records.
So good, yeah, I love Mike Zito.
Yeah, I actually saw him at Humphrey's Backstage in San Diego, and Gino Mateo, he's in Southern California, and Jade Bennett. They opened for him. Actually, they just announced that they're signing with Mike Zito on Gulf Coast Records, so that's pretty cool. However, and then I went to the casino too, so I've kind of got allergies, but it's like after this 2 events, it's like, oh man, these aren't just allergies, and I don't know if it was the common cold or whatever, but it wasn't. So yeah, you got to be careful going out there.
Yeah, last year I was on the schedule for Waterfront Blues Festival, and I'm waiting to hear about that. They said that those, they pared it down to a really small thing last year, and they said that everybody that was on the roster is going to be brought back for this year. So we'll see what's going on with that. I'm hopeful. Waiting to hear about that.
Where's that at?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Portland. Okay.
Huge festival.
Yeah, I'm actually going to see John Mayall, his supposedly last live performance at the Belly Up. That'll be pretty cool.
Oh, so that's going to be fantastic.
Hey, so, okay, I've got this list of songs, and you know what? I was reading somewhere in your bio too. It said a great myriad of genres, and that's one thing I did really like about your CD. It's like you had all different kind of stuff in there, all really good. Most of it you wrote it. You actually did something for Robin Capsalis, I believe.
Yes, I did. I wrote a tune and I sent her a whole bunch of tunes.
Mm-hmm.
She contacted me and she asked me, what do you got? I've got an album coming up. I'm missing a couple tunes. And she picked that one, and I was just thrilled. I gifted it to her because I just love the girl. Oh, she's amazing.
That's cool.
And it was a good song.
Yeah. Well, it's neat that you can write, and that's kind of one of my criterion for making it to the prestigious Rick Keys Music Caravan blues album release list is great vocals. You got great vocals, mostly originals. You wrote a lot of the stuff, great instrumental. So, and you know what? Every song was really good. So I have a really elaborate ranking system, when I listen to a CD. And unlike most DJs or on-air personalities, as I call myself, I listen to every song. I figure, hey, if an artist is putting out that an album, I'm going to listen to it all. So all your songs, and here's the ranking system. There's hot, which isn't very good. Okay, hot, very hot, hot, very hot, very, very hot, and then super duper. So I think you had all supers and a couple super dupers in there. So that's why it made it to the list. And I'm going to let you choose the song you want to hear that I'm going to play along with this chat.
All right. Why don't we do I'm Coming Home?
That's one of my favorites. So good choice.
Good.
Let me see how I had that one rated. I had that one rated as super. Okay. Yeah, so it starts off with that one, and it's like every song is good after that.
Thank you, honey.
Hey, so Deb, you want to hear some of the other bands that made it? I've still got more to go, but okay. So I mentioned AJ Fuller, Gabe Stillman. You may know some of these. A new girl. She kind of got her start playing violin on the subway. Ilana Cuts.
Yeah.
She made it. Chris Bad News Barnes. He made it.
Good.
This one is really kind of cool. He didn't make it I think he made it in the chart once, but he never, I didn't see him, but it's definitely, it made it to my list. So that just goes to prove that I don't necessarily go the way of Roots Music Report or Rolling Stones. I go what I think is good. So Fabrizio Grassi, he made it. And this one I really like. He's one of my top ones. Colin Linden. Ben Levin, I love him. He's a young kid. He's only like 22, 23. He made it twice in 2 years now. Tito Jackson, of the Jackson brothers, one of the older brothers, he made it. Mike Zito, Tommy Castro made it for his new one, and Kingfish. So anyway, you're in there with some pretty good.
I'm in with some great company there. I'm so blessed that you love the record, Rick. It's so great, and I'm honored to be on your list. I really am. I've never made your list before, so this is a big deal.
This is the first year, yes. But anyway, so I think I actually heard your music a few times before, maybe when your Frank Roszak was producing or not. He was sending stuff out, but anyway, this one is the best one, and you are great, and hopefully you have some really good success, and I think you've even been nominated for a Grammy or something, correct?
I've never been nominated for Grammy. No, I was on the ballot for Grammy for this. Well, I've been on the ballot for Grammy for every year.
Oh, okay.
But I never actually made it to the final list.
Oh, hey, well, just going there is big. So,
yeah.
Deb, thank you for calling in, and we're going to play that song, and I'll send this to you. And basically, I want to have all 18 with a chat from as many people as I can, so that makes it a little bit more fun to watch. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rick. Really, like I said, I'm super honored, and thanks for loving my music, and thanks for giving it so much play. You're one of the reasons I've been charting for so long.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
I also made it to like number 10 top RMR of 2021. It's been good. It's been really good this time.
Okay, so there is a final list of the RMR for the year.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so you're number 10. See, hey, I know what I'm talking about. I know good music, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyway, Deb, will you have a good one, and we'll be chatting sooner or later.
Thanks, Rick. Thank you so much, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And